So today's video is going to be half a full face of first impressions and half a full face of new makeup because I have used some of these items a few times, but there have been some new releases that I've really wanted to test out on camera, like all of the Haus Laboratories stuff from Lady Gaga, which by the way that this is spelled, I want to say Haus. I don't know, the fact that it's a Lady Gaga makeup brand, I feel like this should be pronounced Haus Laboratories or something like that. Not Haus Laboratories. You know, I mean, even though I love that name, I'm just saying. So there's quite a bit of stuff I've been dying to test out. Look at this amazing. Guys, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and start this video. Hi, we are starting. This is the base vault, and not just any base vault. You guys know the P. Louise makeup base is one of my favorite eyeshadow primers ever. They're so good. They have so many different shades, and I don't know if this is like a collab because it says P. Louise featuring Tailor Made Jane. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But look at the size of these freaking eye primers. This is huge. Oh my gosh, this is so much bigger than the regular size. It's crazy. I got really excited when I saw this in the mail. I don't know which shade is the original, like the first one they came out with, but I'm gonna use it today and I'm very, very excited. And I think I was sent this because P. Louise is now available at Morphe. It had like a Morphe sleeve situation, which is cool that you can get this at the Morphe store. That's awesome. But I have been dying to test out the ABH Norvina collection, specifically this one. This one is volume 3. This one is volume 1, and I've only swatched these palettes. I haven't used any of them on my eyes, but just based on swatches and what they look like. The third one is my favorite. So this one is the first one. It's the first one that came out. This one was a big hit. I really love this one too. I love all the purples and I love all the shimmers. Really, really pretty. This one is my least favorite, not because I think it's bad. The swatches are amazing. It's a really great pigment palette, but I don't love that there are only like 2 shimmery shades. It's just not a palette that I would use that much. Like the color selection isn't for me. But the first one and this one, I feel like I would use it all the time. This one is so pretty. Look at this. Like, oh my gosh, this is me. This is very much me. Everything is so warm and delicious. The only thing I don't like about this palette is that the majority of the shimmer shades are like very similar. Like we have 3 orangey gold type of lid shades. Like we could have switched it up maybe, like maybe just put 2 golds, maybe change this one because it's too similar. I don't know. Who am I to judge? The 3 of them are different, but you know what I mean. And I also really love this one because I love butterflies, which is funny because I used to be a butterfly hater. Not like the actual butterfly. I mean like butterfly print, just things with butterflies on them, I wasn't into it. But I have been reading a lot of like spiritual books, and the butterfly is a very spiritual animal. So I really love butterflies now. And that was a story no one cared about, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my eye makeup because I'm afraid I might have some fallout. You know the situation. So let me zoom you in. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime the eyes. What shade am I gonna use? Let's see. I think I like this one. This one seems pretty neutral, pretty light. I'm gonna go with Rumor 04. Oh, seems to be a little bit deeper than I thought it was going to be. Is that too dark for me? No, looks pretty good. The other one I have is definitely lighter than this, but this works. Well, might be a little too deep for me as I get closer to the brow bone up here. That's okay, that's okay. We're gonna be using volume 3 today, of course. I know the drill, this isn't a tutorial or anything. I just wanna test this palette out, see how it blends, and yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I think it's because I layered this eyeshadow first like a million times. That was my bad. And then I started layering this one on top of it. And they are pigments, and sometimes pigments aren't easily layered, especially the darker shades. So it is looking a bit patchy. Let me try to fix it because it's definitely my bad. I'm actually gonna wet my brush and I'm gonna use that blue shade on my entire lid. Okay, so I'm not crazy about how my eyes turned out. I don't want to talk about it. I definitely didn't know what I was doing as I started the tutorial. I thought I was just gonna do like a one eyeshadow situation, then I added blue. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. But we're gonna do the best with what we've got. I love the color combo. I just wish I would have done it differently and not as sloppy. I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I do like the palette. I think it's so pigmented. But I'm gonna see if a wing makes this situation better. So I'm gonna test out the Haus Laboratories. It's the liquid eyeliner, matter than matte liquid eyeliner. Matter than matte, yes. I can't wait. Let's try this out. All right, when in doubt, wing it the fuck out. That's huge. So I decided to go with a thicker wing today. Not only to maybe cover up some of the mistakes I made, but also to test out this new Haus Laboratories liquid eyeliner. And honestly, I really liked it. It's not as matte as I thought it was gonna be. It's called matter than matte. So I thought it was gonna be like matte, like the new ABH one. But I mean, it's really nice. It's not shiny or anything. And it definitely was easy to use. So, I mean, so far so good, Haus. I like it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and start on my face before I finish up the eyes and before I pop on some falsies. Because with wings this big, we need falsies. Them wings are not the same. Okay, so I don't have a new primer to test out. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna use this crap again. This is the primer I used in my recent video where I purchased the most expensive makeup at Sephora. And this is the most expensive primer Sephora sells. And I hate it. I just wanna make sure before I give it away because it was so expensive. And honestly, even if I don't end up hating it, cause like currently I hate it. But even if I don't end up hating it, it is never, ever going to be worth the price. Ever. You literally spend like $5 every time you put on primer with this. For foundation, I'm going in with a foundation that's not new at all, but it's pretty new to me. I just recently started using this. This is the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. It's a really pretty everyday foundation that gives you a nice glow, but it has really good coverage as well. So I'm just gonna pop that on because this is my tan shade. Even though my Hawaii tan is fading. Every day that my Hawaii tan fades, I get further and further away from Hawaii in my head. For concealer, I feel like my concealer is going to be a little bit too light for me, but this is the brand new Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer, and I have mine in the shade 11 Light Medium, and I'm gonna test that out on my under eyes of coats. I wonder if this dries fast. This looks like it has a lot of coverage. I could just feel it. Oh yeah, this has coverage, which is great, but maybe I applied too much. Oh boy. Okay. Wow, I really like that so far. It made my under eyes look so smooth. I do feel like it's a little bit matte, maybe a hair too matte for me, but it just made this area look so poreless and smooth. Wow, that's so pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit more. This is very pigmented. A little goes a long way. And I'm just gonna even things out. For powder, I'm going in with the Urban Decay One and Done Ultimate Brush Off Set and Go powder in the shade Fair. I used this for the first time in my doing my makeup in the dark video, but I couldn't really tell since it was dark and I couldn't really see my face, so I didn't know how I was really feeling. I will say I'm not a fan of this packaging. Like, I will never use this brush to set my face. I just personally never use flat top kabukis like this to set my face. That would apply way too much powder for this dry mamacita right here. So I'm just gonna use what's in this cap, swirl my brush around and set. It's nice. I mean, it's powder. I'm not super blown away by it. I just feel like the concealer alone was really covering up my pores, so I don't really notice this powder doing it. I mean, this did set my face nicely. I look nice and matte and airbrushed, but it's definitely not like my favorite powder. Okay, so now let's finish up these eyes really quick. Okay, so that's pretty much all the eyeshadows I'm gonna use on my eyes. I think this palette is really excellent. It was so pigmented. It's really creamy, and I love that you can get really intense, fun looks with this palette, but you can also get a very everyday, natural look with this palette as well, with all the nice warm browns. And these browns are actually very delicious. Like, they have a really beautiful undertone. And yeah, I definitely think these palettes are worth it if you fall in love with any of the color stories, because there's just so many different looks to do since the palette is so big. Now I'm going to test out a new mascara. Actually, I don't know if this mascara is new, but I just got it. This is the Lorac Luxe. Do you guys remember Lorac? I feel like I haven't seen Lorac in a million years. This is the First Class Lash Mascara. I don't know if it's supposed to be a lengthening mascara, a volumizing one. We shall see. Okay, obviously I can't really tell because I have these giant ass wings on my eyes, but I think I'm going to really like this mascara. I feel like I can see a difference even with this giant black eyeliner. The second I started applying it, I can feel that it was a formula I was really gonna like. I feel like this kind of makes your lashes look a little bit feathery, but also really voluminous. I don't know, I'm gonna test this out tomorrow without any wing liner, and then I'll maybe update you guys in a future video, but I think I'm going to really like this. Okay, for Falsies, I am so excited. Look at this, you're gonna freak out. Well, I mean, I'm sure you guys already know, but look at this. Colourpop came out with freaking Falsies. I mean, I know I'm not the Falsie queen at all, but that's really exciting. These are the Faux Lashes Falsies. They're supposed to resemble like mink lashes, but they're not mink, of course. And you have this one in Queenie, which is a bit, this one in Queenie, which is very dramatic, very pretty. They look so wispy, wow. This one is Mommy, and this one is hot. Very voluminous, very dramatic. Perfect for all you mommies out there. And then this one is Miss, which is the most natural one out of the three. And I would normally pick Miss 100%. Like, out of these three, this one is my favorite. It just looks so natural and pretty and fluttery. But for this look, I'm actually going to use Queenie. Yeah, let's get spicy. Okay, so let's see how long it takes me to put on my Falsies today. I'm gonna go ahead and use these with my House of Lashes glue. And actually, before I pop on some Queenies, I'm gonna take one of these Haus Laboratories. I'm gonna call it Laboratories forever. I'm gonna take one of these, oh my god, shiny glass. This is the Glam Attack Liquid Shimmer Powder. And I'm gonna take this one in the shade Aphrodite. And I'm gonna use this to highlight my brow bone because that Norvina palette didn't really have a highlight shade. I don't know why I was smelling it, but this is what that color looks like. Very pretty. I'm actually gonna take just a little bit on like a super fluffy brush like this, and I'm just barely gonna tap that on my brow bone. I want to create like a sparkly effect without putting too much pigment down. Ever since I started using Diamond from the So Jaded palette on my brow bone, I want sparkly brow bones forever. I actually can't wait to use these Haus liquid eyeshadows on my entire lid to really see the sparkliness, because I love shimmery liquid eyeshadows if they're really, really sparkly. But all right, let's put these falsies on. All right, these lashes are really nice. They're just freaking massive. Like, they are huge. And these aren't even the most dramatic ones. Like, holy crap. They might be just as dramatic as Mommy, honestly. Like, these are really, really intense. I personally would not wear falsies that were this crazy unless I was doing like a super intense look, maybe for New Year's Eve or something like crazy like that. But for the regular, this is too much for me. But they definitely feel super nice, like very wispy, good quality. You just have to make sure you cut these before putting them on. I'm wearing Queenie, and this one is stabbing me in the inner corners like hardcore. And it wasn't because I applied it too close to my inner corners, because it does come all the way to the ends. It's just that these are very, very big falsies, so you do have to cut them. I normally don't have to cut my falsies because honestly, I find that regular falsies sometimes are too short for my eye, because my eyes are pretty big. I mean, they're not huge, but sometimes I feel like falsies are too short for me, and I feel like these are a little bit long actually. I would recommend just cutting off the ends towards the back, not towards the inner corners, obviously. Always trim them at the ends. All you have to do is measure it to your eye, and then I think you'd be set. But honestly, it just depends on your style. Miss is definitely more my style. I am gonna go ahead and pop on the Lorac mascara on my lower lash line. All right, eyes are done. Okay, so I'm actually gonna work backwards when it comes to my face. I'm gonna do my highlight first, then my blush, then bronzer. And I'm only gonna do that because I really wanna test out this new Butter London. Again, I'm not sure if it's new, but it's their blurring, finishing, and setting powder in the shade Porcelain Light. This isn't a powder, this is a freaking highlight. I don't know why they are saying it's a blurring finishing powder. That's crazy. There is a lot of sheeniness in this powder. I swatched it on the back of my hand and I was like, this is a highlight. It just has a very pearly finish, which is really excellent for those of you with super textured skin, because I don't feel like this will pick up on texture. Again, I've only swatched it, but I'm very excited to use it. So let's see. Oh wow, that's very light. I have a white stripe on my face. Okay. This is why first impressions scare me. Okay, I will go over that in a second, but it's definitely very pearly and very, very smooth. I feel like this would look gorgeous on top of a super dewy foundation when I'm my normal skin tone. This is not looking too hot on my face right now. Oh boy. I think I'm having one of those days. I'm having one of those days where everything is going wrong in my makeup routine and I'm trying to get through it. I'm trying to get through it. Let me try to at least balance things out. Okay, so this is my highlight. Oh my god, I have stripes on my face. Why do I keep applying it? I'm like, I keep digging back into this product. Let me go get like a golden highlight. 1 second though, please. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Jouer Molten Glow highlight to cover up this white highlight. Oh my gosh, this is gonna make it look like white gold. Oh boy. My eyelashes are stabbing me. I wish I would have cut them before putting them on my face. Oh my god, my face looks crazy. I look like the Tin Man. Oh my god, there is no fixing that. Maybe I can fix it with my blush. Okay, so for blush, I'm going in with the Tower 28 Buildable Luminous color in the shade Golden Hour. I recently spoke about this in my favorites video. I love this blush. This is definitely not new for me, but it's a pretty new product. And I'm hoping this is gonna mask what's happening on my cheeks, because that combo of white and gold honestly somehow made silver. I have a silver highlight right now. So let's try to get rid of that. I always gotta put it on the back of my hand first because this is super pigmented. This looks weird on top of this. I don't think this is working. I don't think this is working. I think my orange blush is just getting stuck to my silvery powder and it's not working. Ugh. That's the flat one. This is as good as my face is gonna get, okay folks? This is what happens when you test out new products. You never know, okay? You never know. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that Molten Glow with that same brush, but just like right here. It's not bad. I feel like we kind of fixed it a bit, kind of, right? Kind of. I don't know. I'm not crazy about my face right now. I'm not crazy about my face right now, but hopefully bronzer will fix that. And honestly, I'm not quite sure because of the bronzer I'm choosing. I just felt like since I didn't have a new bronzer to talk about, I busted out the Hoola Caramel bronzer from Benefit because I feel like I haven't really used this guy. I might have used it when it first came out. I tried it a couple times, but then I forgot about it. So I just want to like use it again, and I'm concerned about the color because it's a very, very warm. Very much like the color of caramel. So, wish me luck. I cannot get over the stabbing that is happening in my eyeball. I can't. I feel like I can't see. You know what? It's not as orange as I thought it was gonna be. Or maybe it's because I have this tan going on. Because when I first used it, like when I'm very fair, I feel like this looks a little bit too orangey for me. But right now I kind of like it. It's making me look nice and tanner. Okay. Oh boy. Did I apply too much? Oh my gosh. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't know. I am having a weird makeup day. Could that be because I can't see with these damn falsies? This is definitely a pigmented bronzer. If you feel like you've been using bronzers that just don't give you enough, this will give it to you. Okay, stop using this brush. Take it away from your face any second now. Okay, done. Okay, now that I look like I just came back from the Caribbean, let's move on to the lips. Okay, so for the lips, we're gonna use some more Haus Laboratories stuff. I'm gonna take one of her eyeliners, no, lip liners. They look like this. I'm a little bit concerned because they're wooden lip liners. You guys know how I feel about wooden lip liners. I don't love them, but let's see. You already know. Like, of course I'm gonna do the nude. With this eye, like, what do you want me to do? I'm gonna overdraw my lips a little bit and I'm gonna use the shade On Point. You know, I'm kind of impressed right now. This is a wooden lip liner, but it's actually going on so creamy right now. Super impressed with that. I don't feel like I have to tug on my lips at all. I love this shade. It's so pretty. It's like a peachy nude, but it's not too peachy. It's so pretty. I like this lip liner a lot. And hopefully it lasts a long time. Usually wooden lip liners tend to last a long time on me. They just aren't the best going on, but this one felt really nice. Before I go in with one of those Haus Laboratory glosses, I am gonna go in with a lipstick from the drugstore. I got this in the mail. It's from the brand Joah Cosmetics. I don't know much about this brand, but it is a Korean beauty brand. And they recently sent me like a bunch of lipsticks. So I'm gonna test one of these out. Like I said, it's Joah Cosmetics. I think they have this at CVS now, but I'm not sure. Definitely let me know in the comments. Have you heard of this brand? I was really intrigued by it because it said it was a Korean beauty brand, and you guys have been asking me to do like a full face of Korean makeup or Korean beauty for a long time, and I kind of want to do that now. I would love it if you guys can leave me requests in the comments below, like some of your favorite Korean beauty brands, so that maybe I can include those in that video. So leave me comments below with all your faves and I'll check them out. Oh my god, my bronzer looks nuts. Too much caramelo, mija. Too much caramelo. And honestly, I don't know which color to go with. These are mainly pinks and reds. So I don't know what to do. I want to use like the most neutrally one. Let me see, what's this one? This one's called YAAS. Oh, this will work for sure. It'll probably make this more pinky, less peachy, but I'm okay with that. I'm actually just gonna apply a little bit of this because it does have kind of like a cool undertone. I don't want too much coolness, but they're very creamy and they don't smell like anything. I prefer a non-scent over a bad scent. Feels really nice on the lips. I'm gonna use those a bit more and then I'll update you guys. But for the gloss, I am very excited to pop on one of these glosses. There are 6 shades and the doe foot applicator on this is really cool. I've never really seen a gloss that looks like this. It kind of looks like a fuzzy fat spoon in a sense because it kind of like has this dip right here. I'm gonna use this shade called Entranced and I'm gonna pop that on my lips. It's a really pretty clear gloss that has a ton of pink reflex in it. Oh my god, you know what that reminds me of? That smells identical to it. This smells identical to a haunted house. Let me explain. Wow. I love this freaking combo. This lip combo, so juicy. Oh my gosh, I really like that gloss. It's so beautiful. Anyway, what I was getting at about the scent. If I close my eyes and I smell this, it smells like a haunted house because this strongly smells like a fog machine. That's what this smells like, a fog machine. You know, like, have you ever been to a party where there's a fog machine? When there's like a lot of fog going on, that scent that you smell, like from the fog machine, that is exactly what this smells like. And it doesn't smell bad. And I know that sounds like it smells bad, but it's so faint, it doesn't really bother me at all. Oh my god, but that is definitely what I smell. I am walking through a haunted house 100%. Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. Let me know if you guys have any of these glosses and if you feel the same way or if I'm just crazy. Let me know. Okay guys, so that completes this video. This was kind of a full face of first impressions, only not really, not even close, so not kind of at all. It was basically just a full face of new makeup, pretty much. Obviously, you know how I am. I have to test things out quite a few times to really tell you if I love it or not, because sometimes I hate things before I love them and vice versa. I'm a very strange person. But so far so good. I think I pretty much liked everything except the falsies, and it wasn't even like the actual falsies. I just think they're too dramatic for my little soul, because the actual quality is really nice. These feel like mink falsies, from what I would assume mink falsies feel like. They're very soft and very wispy, and if you like a super dramatic lash, you will like Queenie. And I really liked the lip products I tested out. I like that palette, and I don't think this highlight is bad. I just think I'm a little bit too tan for it at the moment. But anyway guys, so far so good. I really enjoyed sitting here and chatting with you guys about this new stuff, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. But that completes this video, guys. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below letting me know what you want to see from me next. Request down below. But that completes this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.